Hello everyone. In today's video, I want to show you why dynamic arrays don't work in Excel tables. This was sent to me by one of my viewers who was trying to use dynamic arrays in a table, but it wasn't working. So I'll just show you why it doesn't work and a way around it. So let's dive in. So I have the same set of data on my left and on my right here. This one on my right is a table, but this one is not a table. So say I wanted to mark up this invoice amount by 5%. So I already have 1.05 written in this cell. So if I wanted to use a dynamic array formula, all I need to do is to type equals, select all of this, use control backspace to come all the way up, and just multiply it by the rate. And I get a spilled formula. Easy, no need to lock references. I don't need to lock this reference or to lock that reference. But let's see what happens if we try to do the same inside an Excel table. So I'm going to type in equals, select all of the range as we did, shift control down, control backspace to come up, and multiply this by 1.05. So Excel is already telling me, let me zoom in here so you can see. Excel is already telling me that this type of formula is not supported in tables because it's going to return multiple values. It's not supported. So I'm going to click yes, and let's see what happens. So we see a lot of very funny results. So what has happened here is Excel is just taking the references under. So it starts with the correct one here, but the next one, it's multiplying this by empty values. So hence we have an empty value here. And that's because this reference is not locked. So why do we have this issue? So I'm going to zoom into the formula, and we see that there's an at symbol in here. What the at symbol indicates is an implicit operator. And that's already telling us that whenever we're working with tables, we cannot select a single cell to work on. Excel automatically picks all the cells within that range. So the only difference with this formula is we just have to lock this reference, and that's going to change everything. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete, and if you type equals this multiplied by 1.05, and then you lock that one. Once you lock it and press enter, it just works for all of them. As you can see, we have the values being the same. So what I'm trying to point out here is if you try to do dynamic array formulas while working in a table, you may experience this kind of issues, and the workaround is to just lock the other reference, because by default with the implicit operator, Excel would always select all of the cells within that range in a table. If you find this content useful, share with others, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.